That is Dark Souls. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, Zane, it might have. Okay, all right. We'll catch you when you get back. See if it was you or us.
At least at the moment, it was definitely Twitch. So
Yeah, yeah. OBS was completely fine. No frame drop. No nothing. It just died. Had a hiccup and. But yeah, we are back now.
we should be anyway.
Yes. No, no. We're back at streaming now. We can see the that it's live for a brand new minute now.
Ooh.
Kablam! Hey, welcome back.
Hey, kablam!
Old Iron King is basically a puzzle boss, yes. All of his moves are very easy to get around. There's only one way he can trap you, but you have to see them and know the range and know the pattern before you can really, get
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured for this boss. It's like, once I figure it out, but, the first time he hits you with a laser beam, it's like...
a fire laser, no less.
Fire laser beam. I like to think that, I get a bit of a pass against this guy, especially for the aforementioned laser beam.
Right. And now you're seeing why I mentioned having flash sweat really helps. Because, yeah, the magma and the physical attacks are one thing, but... There you go, yeah. And that's the most important thing for newbies to learn on the fight, too. The fact that any part of him is vulnerable. You can smack you can fire some range stuff at his head. You can hit the arms and hands when they come in. You can actually run up and bash his snoot while he's spitting at you.
Arg.
I was saying it's a good idea, but you can.
I rolled too soon there.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people think that the Iron King is one of the easiest bosses, and a lot of it comes down.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, a lot of it comes down to RNG. If he cooperates a lot with the physical moves, then it's not so bad. But if he tries to zone you,
he's gonna.
Yep.
Arg.
Just immediately roll out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, take advantage of your invincibility frames, even though there is like a beam of lava pouring over you.
In the snoot.
Then when he has officially had enough of your stuff, he will use that move. Never seen those somatic components for Firestorm before, but... Alright. You probably got enough ammo left, you could probably finish the fight with range if you wanted to.
Oh!
Yep. Oh, you're actually still alive.
Haha!
Well,
miracles do happen! And then I died.
The miracle never happened. But yeah, if you play again like you did that time, and you're just careful about about your healing, you'll be fine.
Right.
Kind of feels like punch. Yeah, I agree. Kind of it feels like Punch Out.
That's it. I punch him in the snoot to get the star, and then.
Bling. Remember, 3 times and you win, even no matter how much health you have left.
This will be the technical knockout. I may not have been good enough to get the full KO, but.
Yep. Oh, you may also want to put on the cling ring, because we didn't need it because when we were in human form, that'll help give you half of your depleted HP back. There's probably something in there you don't need.
Oh, he respects me now. Funny thing was, when he started glowing, I was immediately worried that he had like some special super...
Oh yeah.
Something.
No, it's just a Scholar of this first sin's redone lighting scheme.
There we go. Whew. So you were thinking of switching out...
Yeah, I could probably drop the Chloranthy ring, I would say.
I don't know.
Stamina regen is good. You don't want to have be low on stamina. And, maybe Ring of Blades, because a lot of your damage is from magic in this one.
Hmm. On the other hand, am I real? Yeah, I am kind of losing a fair bit of health. Yeah. This is a puzzle boss, so...
The more chances you have to solve it.
Right. It was this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. It's good enough, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
On the positive side, part of the thing about this boss is that you almost never are going to lose your souls.
Right.
And thank goodness for that.
Yeah, the old ones tend to be pretty good about that. Like
That's it, Battle. He just wanted to show you the awesome lighting engine. I am dazzled.
You'll have a lot of souls when you're finally done. That's for sure.
That was actually pretty close.
Yeah. It's a trap. Yeah, I gotta give you props for that one. I never really thought to just walk away when he starts swinging. So you've generally got a second or two for those moves. It actually is noticeable to switch to two-handed when you're and then start swinging.
So the funny thing was that I actually was two-handing it, and then I kept switching out.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can see it is a noticeable increase in damage. Yeah, you're getting a really good handle on the range of those moves.
I feel the need to emphasize that my background is
okay, unlock. Okay, if you look directly to your left now, okay, that'll work. Yeah, basically there is a little corner around the room there that you can hide behind if he's trying to cut you off with the fire. Yeah, right back there. Yeah, the laser will go right through it, and I think the firestorm can get it too.
Now he's going to do something.
He tends to do that once at a little below half health. It's just a moment for you to catch your breath. You can actually cast a full healing miracle.
Oh.
Yeah, all he does is take a bath and pop right back up.
Okay. He is now officially tired of my stuff. Thankfully, he pauses long enough for me to just heal up.
Yep. Yeah, the idea is that's you have to get a safe spot to bash his hands. In order to get away from the firestorm, you have to be way back. So yeah, that's why he does it. That's why he stays vulnerable for so long.
Arg! It didn't let me roll back.
Yeah, I'd say go for the win there. Fair enough. Play it safe. Yeah.
Saying there is absolutely nothing in this game that punishes you for being too cautious.
Right.
I thought for sure that was knock you right off. Right.
The important thing is if you kill him before it finishes killing you, you'll still win. Now if you die first, then you lose. You have to do it again.
Right. Yay!
Poor Zane still on the loading screen. Yep, cat will get you. Praise the sun.
Actually, I wish that we had the prayer one. So that's what I would give for this guy. Unfortunately, I don't think we have him.
Yeah, Cavill giving you props for the flashy finale there.
I thank you.
Yeah, that's one of the most fun things I did in Skyrim.
And he didn't drop anything else?
No, just the souls.
Okay.
You'll get a reward in there. One of the things I like to do in Skyrim was when a dragon is doing his breath weapon attack, to use Unrelenting Force right in his face, which not only breaks it up, it staggers him. Just such a fun thing to do.
Oh, petrified something.
Uh-huh.
Can we give that to what's their faces?
Yes, due to the crows.
I'm expecting a trap here.
Well, there's the DLC back there, if that's what you mean.
Well, it's close enough, I suppose.
Yes, when Scholar has it built in, but yeah, there are 3 DLC zones. There's one of them here, one of them after in the end of the Rotten area, the Black Gulch and all that, and then there's one after you've done with all 4 of them, out past on the way to Drangleia Castle. So yeah, there's 3 DLC areas.
Okay.
You only hope it brings you what you wish.
Alright, what should I upgrade?
Okay, now you can keep going with Dex. Basically, there's a couple ideas here.
Okay.
It's been long enough you've probably forgotten.
We have had an entire month of Spooktober.
Right. The physical attack stats, the fire, magic, and strength and Dex, stuff like that, are on the kind of a parabolic curve. They gradually get better until the 30 to 40 range, which is their highest one. Then it drops off, precipitously.
Okay.
So you're already close to 30 on Dex. You can start putting points in Dex and do a lot more damage with Dex weapons. You can likewise start getting up to a 30 Faith. It gives you more spells and make them more effective.
Does it actually give me more spells?
Oh, well, it makes your spells more effective. It gives you access to more spells, is what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them have a minimum Faith requirement.
Right.
Dragon parry. Yeah, exactly. That's how you parry, by shouting in their face with a shockwave.
I will get to the 30 Dex because that seems like a good cutoff.
Right. You see, okay, now, for example, you notice you got 7 points of Dex there, right? Go ahead and try to get 1 more. So another 3, you're just right there. Half of what you got just in 1 level, because now you're at the point of the best growth.
Oh, so now is the point of best
growth. Yeah,
growth.
30 to 40 is your best one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. So that's a tempting thing. You could leave it where it is now and focus on other things.
Right.
I think Vigor and Endurance are doing pretty well.
I think so. I mean, I might want to bump up my endurance. Yeah, I think I'll bump it up by 1. Just to give myself some more stamina.
Yeah, the soft cap on stamina is 20. Then it goes from 2 to 1 stamina per level.
And yeah, just a little bit to help out. And then I think I will go ahead and start getting up my faith a little bit. Because those lightning spears were doing a great job.
Right. If you go up to 24 or 25, I think there was some spell that unlocked. And, 25 will work.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. More damage all around and a little more stamina to survive it with. Excellent.
Very cool.
We did not have any Estus.
Nope.
I'm going to go back to Majula. No, Things Betwixt, and use that petrified something. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, see what we got. Petrified. I kept calling it petrified roulette. It probably should have been petrified slots. You know, you pull the lever and see what you got. Yeah, roulette would imply
almost like petrified raffle, really.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see, it was the ladder up there.
I love how we went back and blew a fragrant branch on to get to the third area, and it was just for the gender change coffin.
And for trolls, there was that.
That's true. And the ladle, yeah. Of course, I think there was also an Estus shard back there, so there's that.
Yeah. I have neither silky nor smooth.
Well, apparently they think it's smooth enough.
Yeah. That's right.
Actually, you have quite a few smooth, and yeah, if you go down, like it's at the very bottom.
I'm just looking at what we've got.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Elizabeth.
Yeah. The Elizabeth mushrooms are another good way of surviving the.
Why did he suddenly spin around?
Huh.
That worried me. Huh.
Yeah, the Elizabeth mushrooms are another good way of surviving the fire parts of the lava.
Because, I've got 3 petrified something.
Yeah, there's one of them in Earth and Peak, and then we got one from that. We also do have a few smooth.
Should I leave one?
Yeah,
one at a time.
You can leave. You can leave multiple at a time. Yeah. Okay. No. You can only leave one at a time, but you can leave multiple ones before checking. So you can do one, then one, then one.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it doesn't cost you anything. You can you go ahead and drop that third one. I guess I'll pick these up and see what we got.
So nice, so smooth.
Yeah, silky smooth.
It's petrified. Like I've actually, felt petrified wood.
You trade it for something else petrified too. You can skip through that. Ooh.
Oh, we already
had one. Yeah, we already had one. Okay, now hit and then go to your menu again. And
at least I thought we had one.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yep.
That's right, because I remember dancing.
Yep.
So much dancing.
So Ruin Sentinel dancing.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go to there. And try to drop all 3 smooth and silky stones at the same time.
Well,
or all 2, yeah.
All 2.
Not like that.
Not like that.
No. Not like that. Okay, then you pick them both up. Now you can do it properly. Yeah, the game doesn't take it away from you.
So fussy.
Yep. I think I also bought some of the, what are they called? Prism stones. I think I bought a couple of those to trade to them and see what we got.
Oh, Titanite chunk.
Not bad.
Titanite chunk is good.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Back to the bonfire. Then
I love how you direct me there. It's like, where else would I possibly have gone?
Well, we're going to Majula now, I think.
Well, I meant go to the bonfire.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, naturally I'm going there.
Yes. Okay, so we get to decide where to go next.
We did...
we have taken out 2 old ones.
Yep. So we're halfway through. Yay!
Yep.
With that part in mind.
Yes, we're halfway through the first half of the game.
Hooray!
I'd say probably the first 2/3, actually, Let's see, there is...
Actually, I should check.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the hide spear is +5.
Yeah. And since we just got some chunks, you can probably start upgrading some of those to the 7, 8, 9 range. Matter of fact, what a slab too is if you plan on keeping either one of these for the end game, like the Hade Spear, that would...
I am liking the spear.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can. No, I don't have enough souls.
So it'll be about probably 8 or 10,000 to upgrade it the rest of the way.
But we wouldn't have enough.
That's the last 3 large titanite. Then I'll switch to chunks. I don't know how many. I don't know how many of those we'll have. Basically, you need 6 of each.
Well, let's go ahead and just use some little souls for now.
Yeah.
Actually, that's enough right there.
Yeah.
Then let's see what else we need.
Sure. So it'll tell us how many chunks we have. When we...
Arg!
There you go. All right. And we have 3 chunks. We could get it to +8 if we had the 400 to 500 or so souls for it.
I bet we can get that.
Okay. So what you would do is I would go ahead and use 1 soul of a brave warrior. I think that was worth 5,000.
And we do have...
And there we go.
Oh, you are exactly right.
Yep. I have popped many a soul in my day.
That, and as per usual, you just have this weird, kind of scary head for numbers. Okay.
There we go. That's a nice jump in damage, yeah.
Hide Spear +8. And I kind of like how it works.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did love the rapier, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah, the satisfying jolt of lightning when you hit enemies with it.
Okay, so we got... we've basically cleared this area out, I think.
Yeah.
So where are we going now?
Yep, Iron Keep is... Okay, there are 2 other areas left.
Okay.
One of them is down the pit in Majula. That'll take us to the gutter, which is the blight town of this area. Poison and stuff like that. The other route is... Let me think real quick. The other route is also from Majula, and that will be past to where we rescued Rosabeth. Actually, I don't think we rescued her yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Yes, right. No, I did it. I did it on the run where I was helping that guy out. We haven't done it yet.
Okay.
So yeah, that will be. I think up those stairs actually to your left.
I thought this was the way we came in. No, we came upstairs.
Yeah. And I think there's a glowy right off to the right there, behind you now. There you go.
Aha.
And yeah, basically if you instead of hanging a right or going straight forward rather from there, it's like that's the way back to things betwixt. So if you go right, left now, up there, that's a different route.
Okay. There's nothing over here, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that throws a lot of people off. The fact that it looks so similar. Basically, the idea is that it's kind of like a valve idea. You use the light and everything to direct you straight forward, and people go to the bonfire and the Majula and everything. Well, apparently a lot of people completely miss the Emerald Herald their first time. Like she's off there on the cliff, so how do I level up?
I can actually understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, and this way it looks like the way you came from, so a lot of people just don't think twice about it. And then some people come up here and then realize you're... Like my first time I explored the whole area because I was fastidiously refusing to use a guide, and got here and then...
Yeah, I remember you not knowing what to do here.
Yeah, the petrified... Because I immediately knew that wasn't a statue. Of course not. It's a petrified person. But that was before we got a tool hint or a tool tip, or a loading screen tip rather, about the fragrant branches.
He'll get it right eventually.
Yeah, or the fragrant branches or anything. So I figured there'd be some way to it. And then we ended up going the... I guess what's... That's kind of rude, sticking your spear through Benart like that. Real life person was turned to stone, do ya? That used to be the Willies. Wow, a bunch of people just died here. Okay, you see that through the door? If there was ever time to double tap the to tap the door
I wish I could
kick
do
it
the
open.
Leon.
Yeah, exactly.
Leon smash thing. Oh, they actually have a fair bit of health, don't they?
Yeah, they have like I think 400 or 500 HP, and I think they're moderately resistant to lightning, or might be the thrust they're resisting. But I remember I slash is the way to go on them. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, I didn't realize we still had free branches.
Yep.
Oh, poor Rosabeth.
What is that? It's like webbing.
Yeah,
just tattered things. I'm guessing.
Yeah, basically, it used to be sleeves. They kind of do a good idea of showing she probably used to be wearing some kind of like dress, I guess, and then.
Thank you so much.
Actually, I bet I bet it was like something kind of like the brigand gear that has the shoulderless sleeves and the chest plate and stuff, the chest piece and stuff. She's not too happy about the clothing situation. Women, am I right? I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we didn't have enough int to speak with them in No Man's Wharf, but that's Carillion. I don't know if wearing equipment that increases int counts toward meeting the prerequisites. If it doesn't, we'll probably never see him unless we use a soul vessel. Raise the int and use a soul vessel.
Might as well just give her
spare stuff. Yep. It is going to be the most ghastly hodgepodge of equipment. And whatever you do, don't give her more prisoner tatters.
I think that'll work.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy.
She's very happy for this gift.
But perhaps I'm going back to. I hope.
Okay.
Be safe.
Now, is it a good thing that Rosabeth got petrified?
Could she buy anything worthwhile? Or is she just a pyromancy vendor?
Yeah, she sells pyromancy related things. You can buy up to 3 fire seeds from her, and she also sells a couple spells.
If I do this, will she run the risk of dying?
I don't think she'll die here.
Okay. Whoa!
Yeah, it looks like she's invincible, because I'm pretty sure that attack would have clipped her and hit her.
Oh, and there's a basilisk in there.
Yeah, get past him, and then you can actually run past him into the room and funnel them into a choke point. Or you can just kill them all. That's good too.
I think you forgot who you're talking to. Haha!
Straight up one shot at him. Nice. Yeah, the weird thing is those bloated guys.
None of you can see me like brushing off my sleeves like it wasn't a big deal, but I totally am.
Yeah, all of those bloated guys drop random weapons. It's a really weird, and I have no idea why.
Sad. I think now is a good time to heal.
Yeah.
Bong.
Yeah, good job getting on your first try. Yeah, that totally killed me a couple times.
Then I'm willing to bet there's going to be more in here, right?
Yeah, there are, but they're in those rooms on the upper level there. So you have to decide if you even want to bother fighting them or not.
So what's in the lower levels?
There is a bonfire to your left and a treasure chest to your right.
Oh, might as well make use of the bonfire then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the enemies will respawn, but most of them will be behind those doors, so you shouldn't have too many to deal with.
Yeah.
And
the bloated ones won't be affected by that one soul thing that you had me use earlier, right?
A soul thing.
The big area effect one?
Oh, emit force?
No.
Or
like the soul release.
Soul appease. Yeah,
yeah.
No, I don't think they're like poison and disease. They're not undead or hollowed or whatever. Oh, nice. That's still there. Cool.
I'll definitely have to make use of that when I get back to Majula.
Now, the way to get across there is you have to take a running start toward the top of the steps, and then jump, then hop over.
I kind of figured.
Yep.
Arc. Of course, I need to actually get a running start.
Yeah. As you found out with doing the 360 overhead smash, you can actually get a little bit of height on a jump. So it's not as ridiculous as it looks, but it's still kind of annoying.
And did the other ones hop out?
No.
No.
Just one at a time. They will patiently wait for you to kick open the doors and kill them.
Well, I will happily oblige them.
And when I say kick, I mean if only, because you have to gently,
yeah, that's the thing. It's like I wish I could kick it in their faces,
right.
But alas.
You gently hold the door open for them.
Excuse me, sir. I can just drop down. Okay. Now over to the right side.
Butt kicking room 4. Nope.
Arg.
What I'd like to do is run up the stairs and then angle the jump left as you get up to the top, instead of trying to do it with that limited amount of space, already on top.
So you're saying, like, do this number?
Mm-hmm. More like,
He's reaching for the controller.
Like that, basically, yeah. Somebody had to ask for bickering. Just slapping my hand when I try to help out.
Well, in this case, it's, I am the one who is,
And this guy's new.
Huh.
Yep, that is a Gurm.
What?
Gurm, something like that. GYR. Oh. Everybody heard my my glorious ringtone there.
He looks a bit like a dwarf.
Yeah, that's what I was starting to say. They are this game's dwarves.
I see.
I think the idea is there actually were like a different race that were pushed underground, which kind of, sounds like dwarves.
And if it's a grim derp. This isn't an area with invisible people, is it?
No. Not yet.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, somebody's playing at the same time you are. Lorax is watching Grumpy Old Men. I'm also watching Grumpy Old Men on TV.
Hardy har har.
I'll have you know, I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else here, but Ben is still below 30. For one more year.
There we go.
Yeah, enjoy the backstabs where you can get them. They are few and far between in these parts.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, they just aggro on you so quickly. As shown. One thing I like is it kind of reinforces how primitive these things are. Like the guy in the back really was throwing rocks at you.
Huh.
Like so. Hey, Phoenix. Bringing down the average age a bit.
There, right.
Yeah. And
I bet he's going to try to throw rocks at me, too.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I like saving some range attacks for them.
Do the rocks actually do decent damage at all?
Yeah, they're actually not bad. They're about on par with the crossbow guys in the Sinner's Rise.
Oh, I forgot Slockstone.
Always nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, we actually have to have one of those to get into PvP land in Iron Keep. So I'll probably show that off like sometime after you head off or something.
You and your PvP.
Oh, can emit force hit an area? That might be a...
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. No, firebombs would work too, but... Oh, afraid not. Unfortunately, Wrath of the Gods is almost impossible to get in this game, otherwise it would have been perfect. Little bro.
Yeah, that damage upgrade is really helping you.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are actually kind of tough to fight. They have a lot of HP, and if you're not using a slashing weapon, they're actually have a decent defense, and you're just tearing them up.
Yeah.
It helps that you're doing this area later. A lot of people will do this one right after they get their first fragrant branch to get to the central part, try to get a couple goodies and everything. And yeah, those guys can be pretty rough early on. I mean, they're never that hard. They are the basic, mooks of the zone. Mm-hmm. But all right, are you still happy with your spell loadout?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, Force just was not doing a lot for me.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. Now, invisible enemies.
That's where they are.
Yep. That is the way we'll have to go to make progress.
But I don't want to. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the one thing that I find more difficult than almost anything else.
Interesting. Look at that.
Huh.
That is a falconer, and previously this area just used to have four more of those bloated hollow guys. What a goofy run too. There's an archer there in the back too. It looks like.
I know. I'm wearing his arrow on my face.
It is cool to see the Falconers as enemies here. Normally, they only appeared in New Game Plus.
But like I was saying before I was interrupted,
yes, yeah.
The one thing that I find more difficult and honestly a little bit more scary than almost anything else in a video game are invisible enemies. And so I am always very, very unwilling to fight them if I can possibly help it.
Right, right. Yeah, luckily you can actually run through almost all of the misty forest area without having to fight them.
Right.
One cool thing you can do with the Force spell is you can actually deflect projectiles with it. Yeah, I wish they could drop those cutlasses. It looks like it would be a cool weapon to use.
It's the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it looks like
the fact they do so much damage doesn't help, but that was really silly.
It actually looks like they're sliding on ice towards you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of like strutted around on the way back.
I have heard people make fun of the Falconer run animations. Okay, now, here's a funny thing. I bet
and justifiably so.
Yeah.
At that point,
I bet FromSoft knew how goofy they looked and how much of a and left it there because normally when you fight them in New Game Plus, it's at the very beginning of the game. You know, when you appear on the platform, and there's tall grass there to mask how ridiculous they look, but not this time. Oh, they try to parry you too. Interesting.
I'll admit, I was not expecting that.
Huh. Nope.
Come back here.
Don't slide away from me. Oh my gosh.
That archer did a fair bit of damage to me, actually, just because me and the other guy were flailing around so much.
Cattle says he hasn't seen such an awful running animation since RWBY. What is that? Yes, I'm good with numbers, not with letters. There he is. Okay, that must have been the guy that snuck up on you. Yeah, the run animation isn't as bad. It's the walk animation that's atrocious. It's a thing. Fair enough. I will look that up later then.
Oh, no, that wasn't ARG.
Don't bother. Okay. Duly noted, my friend. But yeah, like I was trying to say earlier, is in Dark Souls 1, it's like
a lot of damage.
you could get the Wrath of the Gods miracle, which is an area of effect shockwave that did a high amount of damage, and that was ideal for large groups of enemies. And you could get it about halfway through the game. Well, it was after the halfway point, but it wasn't too far after that. Whereas in this one, you have to either be on your third cycle of the game, which is obviously absurd, or you have to get rank 3 in the cop faction, the Sentinel, I think the Sentinels of Blue, yeah. And that requires like 500 wins.
Criminy.
Yeah. So basically, you don't get to use it basically. So miracles actually don't really have an answer to large groups of enemies. It's forced us to do damage, and it doesn't really knock them down like it does in Dark Souls 1. So I think it's one reason why, because pyromancy scales with your faith or your int, whereas Dark you have to use both. Why a lot of people will just go ahead and dabble into pyromancies to get.
Can I get up there?
You can later.
Later. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you can get there now, but there's not much point to it. As you saying, your friends. Yeah. The first part of that was I got friends that like things I don't like. You can understand why it might appeal to somebody else. Yeah, exactly. Right. And then, how do I try? I can't understand what it is about RWBY why people find appealing. Like even the animation, Cattle says. Okay.
What?
Oh, there's a mist enemy there.
What?
It's weird to see them without the fog.
Oh, that's an actual enemy.
Yeah. It's one of the invisible mist guys.
Well, that explains a lot.
You just poor guy got stuck outside the fog, and now you can actually see him. You cannot lock onto them.
Obviously.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was just one of the people also, fighting along.
Yeah. No,
that was just.
It's interesting. They probably did that to mess with you. Yeah. I wonder if there's going to be more of them in and the shaded ruins part on the way to the boss. Probably.
My luck, yeah, probably.
By the way, victory ahead. Yes, this is locked until you either defeat all 4 old ones, or you have racked up 1 million souls times the cycle you're playing in. So clearly we have not racked up 1 million souls yet, so it is still going to be locked to us. That's also where the 3rd DLC is. But now you know where it is for it to come back later. I agree with Cattle. Bling! Metal Gear Exclam.
Huh.
And you have to come to the other side. You know, a lot of people will make fun of, like, of all the things, you know, that to be a roadblock to people. That tiny little pile of rubble.
Right. It's like I could climb over that easily.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's a bit of a hard sell for me to accept that as a significant roadblock.
Right.
So I could have just added a couple more pillars and made it go, you know.
Yeah. Because now as it is basically what the Emerald Herald was saying, someday you may come to a point where you're blocked with a chest-high pile of rubble, right, and you will need the souls of 4 ancient beings to cross it.
Only those who have killed 1 million people can scale over the wall of slightly shattered pillars.
The debris, right.